Alright, it's been a little while since my last video, which is something that hasn't gone unnoticed by the state arbiters of the program, who are using the fact that I haven't done a video in, what, say 3 weeks or something as some kind of evidence to whatever they want. Not surprisingly that they are taking something that is not even a thing and using it as it's some kind of a smoking gun in the never-ending bullshit of propaganda and psyops, constantly being perpetuated all over the world in this never-ending program, which is the social and political persecution of me, Stephen Bell. And in this video, I want to try to explain to you why they are so obsessed with always running these never-ending campaigns against me, in which I'm always being ridiculed or slandered or labelled guilty of some kind of heinous sex crime or anything in between. Right now, I'm gathering they have a lot of focus on trying to discredit me and to ridicule me. So apparently, I'm engaging in all sorts of extraordinary sexcapades. And I'm just apparently just engaging in all sorts of sex acts and having all kinds of fun, I suppose. Not that I know what I have supposedly been doing as of late, or who I am having sex with. All of these things are me, who is the supposed protagonist, completely unbeknownst. But hey, that's just a day in the life in the program. You wake up every morning and suddenly if you haven't committed a plethora of heinous sex crimes, then you have been engaging in all kinds of sexcapades, despite not having any knowledge thereof whatsoever. But yeah, as I say, that's just how the program goes. For example, I have woke up this morning really early. I'm hardly ever allowed to sleep more than 4 to 5 hours a day, and I was woken up to some kind of virtual movie being played to me in my sleep, and I woke up by the state arbiters who are using synthetic telepathy and other kind of exotic electromagnetic weaponry trying to influence me or stimulate me, if you will, while I was sleeping, while this virtual movie which was of a sexual nature was playing. So I suppose they're just going to claim that I'm having some kind of a dream. That's what they have been claiming here in Denmark as of late. Every time that they are sending these virtual movie fabrications that they can't claim quite, that they not quite can claim are depictions of my memories or my history or whatever they are saying. They're just saying that what they are fabricating and broadcasting all over the world is supposedly my dreams. That's as I say, it's getting more and more blatant how it's all just whatever they say it is, and facts and reality have absolutely no bearing anymore. They can say whatever, and people will some people at least will just, yeah, all right, that's what we will say. So anything can mean anything, and anybody who disagrees with the official state lines are terrorists. That's literally where we are nowadays. But what I really wanted to highlight in this video is give you the reasons why I'm being so persecuted right now. It's because me personally, as it relates to me, Stephen Bell, what I actually do in real life, what I have been achieving things as of late. Firstly, I got my motorbike license recently, despite all the attempts by the state to sabotage that, and the fact that I wasn't allowed to use my GoPro on the helmet. I still got my motorbike license, and that they were really pissed off about. And after that, or it was actually before then, I prosecuted my own case in which I was a plaintiff against another party for breaking a written agreement regarding purchase of a Rottweiler puppy dog, and the judgment fell yesterday on the 4th of May 2022, and the court ruled in my favour. So yet there is again no evidence, or there is nothing to suggest that I have misused or mistreated the puppy dog, as was claimed by the opposite party in this case, for not for given as the reason for why they wasn't going to sell me a puppy as agreed upon on writing. And obviously I haven't misused or mistreated any dog or these puppies ever in my life, and it's just ridiculous something this would be claimed. But again, it's in relation to the state arbiters. This is kind of what they do. They claim the most absurd and outrageous things as a means of getting the most attention of the people that they can possibly achieve, and that's why they're getting so outrageous. As time progresses, they're getting more and more ridiculous and outrageous. And so I was awarded a sum of money, just over 11,000 krona in total, which has to be paid to me, which is a nice bit of money. I would have rather had the Rottweiler puppy at the time, but the money now at least shows that I was right to file a lawsuit and at the end of the day win it despite of this situation. So again, you can say that's another win for me to me. And so they are really getting frustrated with the success I'm achieving. At the same time, I'm having a lot of interest in my scooters, engines and parts as it relates to One Stop Engine Shop, and they are having a hard time prohibiting everybody from buying my scooters, engines and parts. So they have to let me have a little bit of sale here and there, and that means I am also making a little bit of money so that I can buy things that I want to. Example, I want to get a motorbike, and so I want to get a loan, and I have the down payment I have myself, and I want to buy a decent bike, which they are also trying to sabotage. But at the end of the day, I will get a motorbike. So that's again going to show that I'm setting out to do something and I'm achieving it. So this is something that they really don't want me to succeed in, and they especially don't want other people to see me succeeding in these things that I'm trying to achieve and having success in these regards. So that's why these campaigns against me are always so relentless. And this is why they're also trying to have me kicked out of the gym in Aalborg for my boxing and kickboxing. They're always trying to have me kicked out because I'm always progressing, I'm always getting better, and thereby having success in these regards. And so they don't really want me they want me to kill myself basically, but yet even under these extreme circumstances I'm having success. And that's despite everything that is being done to me, and despite all the influence campaigns, and despite the intelligence agency here in Denmark, PET, constantly using their real-time synthetic telepathy communication system. Literally every time I'm out or in the company of other people, they're literally just shouting, if you imagine, they're shouting their heads off that I'm a sex offender, that I'm a terrorist, that I'm a thief, that I'm engaging in some kind of sexual perverted acts, or that I'm having all kind of sexual perverted fantasies, or I'm about to go crazy on some random innocent person. All of these things are being claimed or against me on a continuous basis to all the people in my surroundings. But obviously nothing is ever happening, so people are understanding it's something that is being said by the state through these technological capabilities, and it's being done to obfuscate or rather to coerce people to have all kinds of feelings, or to against me, or to coerce people to start conflicts between themselves and me. And that's kind of how this program has always operated, by the state either creating virtual movie fabrications that are being played when I'm sleeping or trying to sleep, in which I'm proclaimed to be the protagonist without having any involvement whatsoever. Otherwise, they are just endlessly non-stop all day using this synthetic telepathy communication system to conduct these talk radio shows 24 hours a day almost, supposedly about me and all the things that I'm engaging in, despite being completely and arbitrarily defined to my own company, and people are not allowed to have any kind of organic interactions or conversations with me whatsoever. So obviously I'm not having any kind of social life or any shape or form of sex life, and yet I'm always having these sexcapades, and there's always so much content supposedly in which I'm the protagonist, and despite my actual situation in real life being the complete opposite, and not lending itself to have any content on me whatsoever, because there was nothing really going on. So this is what has been happening lately, and yeah, I have also complained over the intelligence agency to the intelligence agency watchdog here in Denmark. I was just about to say the abbreviations, but I can't even remember it. But needless to say, obviously they didn't find that the intelligence agency, despite all of that, despite all they're doing against me publicly, were doing anything wrong. So that's kind of how useless and completely pointless this watchdog with the intelligence agencies here in Denmark are.